Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Varsha Sawlani, Assistant Professor of Accounting and Finance, working in S.S.T College of Arts and Commerce. Here we are going live with a crash course series of the subject Financial Accounting Paper 6, which is of TYBAF Semester 5. So TYBAF Semester 5 exams are starting from 23rd of this month of October. So because of that, we are conducting the guidance lecture for the students to give a gist about how to attend the paper and which are the important types of questions which may come in the University of Mumbai examination. So we have with us for the same guidance lecture a resource person known as Dr. Prakash Jadhav, who is a currently IQAC coordinator in the Gurukul Degree College, Gulbarg University. Sir has completed MCom, BA, and currently Sir is working in the Gurukul Degree College. Sir is having a total experience in teaching field of 16 years and 6 years of experience in the research field. Sir has published 6 international journals, international conference research papers, and 8 international conference research conferences. Overall, Sir has attended 8 webinars, then 2 seminars, and 5 workshops. Sir is also doing currently short-term course from the MHRD, and he has completed orientation course. Sir has been appreciated by the University of Mumbai for the highest paper assessment in the subject called financial accounting. So Dr. Prakash Jadhav is expertise in the accountancy and taxation field. So we welcome you, sir, for this live session guidance lecture for financial accounting paper 6. So I request sir to start with the crash course series of this course. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Varsha ma'am. Thank you for introduce me and give me a brief introduction for me. So I also welcome to all the students of final year which appearing for semester 6 examination. So good morning, everyone. I also thanks to our S.S.T college giving me this opportunity. So I will start this session. See, students, you are appearing for your semester examination 5. So for this semester, we learn 3 or 4 months previously, and now we are going to appear for our writing the paper. So for that purpose, how we plan, those who are not study well, those are studied good, those who are average. So for this session, you will benefit for your examination. So as you know, if you go for your syllabus, so for your syllabus, you have a 5 modules. And in that 5 modules, you have banking company final accounts, then final accounts of insurance company, then non-banking company, valuation of goodwill and shares, and module 5, accounting for limited liability partnership. So these are the 5 modules, my dear students. So from these 5 modules, you have to go thorough any 4 modules or any 3 modules completely thoroughly. So if you are thorough 4 modules, you can easily crack your examination. So for module 1, if you go for module 1, final account of banking company syllabus, here you have a Banking Company Regulation Act 1949, some statutory reserve including cash reserves and statutory liquid reserve, some bill purchase and discounted, rebate on bill discounted. The question will ask you final account in prescribed format, some questions related with your non-performing assets and income from non-performing assets, classification of advances like standard, substandard, doubtful, and provision requirement. These are the syllabus for your module 1, module final account of banking company. So if we see that final account of banking company, from this module, the university will ask you 2 practical questions, one or one, or sometime it should be asked separately also. So they may ask you balance sheet of banking company final account, or sometime they may ask you profit and loss account. If you see, as per the Banking Companies Act 1949, the Banking Companies Act 1949, balance sheet is given under section 29, and that balance sheet prepare as per Form A. So objective question will arise here. The objective question will ask you which form is applicable for final account of banking company. So final account of banking company, Form A is applicable and under section 29. And for the profit and loss account, it's a Form B. So university definitely asks you objective question from this module, which form is applicable for profit and loss account. So your answer will be Form B. And if they ask the section, so section 29. Some maybe true or false type of question, or maybe multiple choice question, or maybe filling the blanks, or maybe match the following. So this type of question they will ask for your company, banking company. Here, some definition part is going. So banking, you know very well, banking means the accepting for the purpose of lending or investment of deposit of money from public repayable on demands or otherwise withdrawal by check, draft, order or therewise. So, theoretical question they will ask under question number 5, short notes or theory question. That time you will write the definition part. And that definition shows under the Banking Companies Act 1949, section 5. Here, some short notes will ask you, university, regarding statutory reserve or statutory liquid ratio, or sometime cash reserve ratio or inter-office adjustment. So statutory reserve, when you prepare your balance sheet, when you prepare your profit and loss account of Banking Companies Act, that time the profit of your banking company, the resolution as per RBI is said that you must be reserve kept aside 25%. इट्स रिजर्व फंड जो भी आपका प्रॉफिट आएगा अगर 100 rupees is your profit, so you have to keep 25 rupees for your statutory reserve. So short notes will ask you write a short notes on statutory reserve or sometimes statutory liquid reserve. It will be cash reserve ratio, CRR, or inter adjustment if any other assets or other liabilities, it's shown under provision of liability side. Now, in this module, my dear students, 3 types of practical questions will be there. For BAF students, the university will always ask balance sheet or profit and loss account. But if the paper setter is decided that you know about the rebate on bill discounted or unexpired discount. So if you see in that banking company final account, in that final account, there are 3 types of practical questions. One practical questions that is rebate on bill discounted. Sometimes it is called unexpired discount. So rebate on bill discounted, it's known as purely discount received in advance or unexpired discount or discount received but not earned. There are different treatments related with your rebate on bill discounted. If it is given only in the trial balance, the same will be shown as a liability and appears in the liability side of the balance sheet. If it is given in adjustment, that rebate on bill discounted, it's given in adjustment. In that case, the same is deducted from the income from interest and discount in profit and loss account, and same will also appear in the liability side of balance sheet. Wherever a bank receive bill for discounting, it's debit the bill's discounted account with the amount of discount and credit customer account with the present cash value. So here they will ask you the practical question based on calculate the rebate on bill discounted and pass the general entry. If they will ask you 8 marks question or 7 marks question, so just calculate the rebate on bill discounted. Otherwise, if they will ask you 15 marks question, calculate the rebate on bill discounted and pass general entry. If you see for rebate on bill discounted, only 3 entry will be there. One is opening balance of rebate on bill discounted. That is rebate on bill discounted account debit to discount on bills account. Second entry, आपने जो provision calculate किया हुआ है rebate on bill discounted, that should be recorded. Provision for rebate on bill discounted, the entry will be discount on bill account debit to rebate on bill discounted account. And third will be the balance of bill discount will be transferred to profit and loss account. My dear student, यहाँ पे एक objective आएगा. The objective will arise balance of discount on bill transferred to dash account. That question will be arise. So answer is profit and loss account. Your general entry will be discount on bill account debit to profit and loss account. Now, how you calculate the balance on bills transferred to profit and loss account? Just see the performa discount on bills received, add opening balance of rebate on bill discounted, less provision for a rebate on bill discounted. Finally, you will get balance on discount on bill transferred to profit and loss account. Here, second type of question from this module will comes calculate the provision for non-performing assets or calculate the provision for advances. 7 or 8 marks types of question. It's again easy type of question. If you know the different rate of provision regarding NPA, one is assets, banking assets. One is performing type, means that assets go with good, they are runs properly, their installment comes regularly, EMI comes regularly. And non-performing assets, those accounts, those EMI, those installments not comes properly. So that type of conditions, the bank should shown under this account to non-performing asset. So as per RBI say that you have to calculate provision on these advances. So there are two types of category. One is standard assets, another one is non-performing assets. Standard assets, it goes regularly, no delay, maximum to 3 months, 1 to 90 days. After 90 days, beyond 90 days, that asset will consider as a non-performing assets. So within 90 days, it's a standard assets. After 90 days, more than 90 days, it goes under non-performing asset. And non-performing assets categorized under 3 parts. One is standard assets, substandard assets, doubtful assets, and loss assets. So substandard assets goes up to 12 months. Doubtful assets, it's categorized under 1 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years, more than 3 years, and loss assets. So as per RBI, have a provision rates. This table is very, very important if the question will ask for 7 or 8 marks for calculating the provision for non-performing assets. If your standard assets classification, so is there is a small, medium enterprise or any agriculture, so 0.25% will be charged. Commercial residential part is there, so 0.75% will charge. Commercial 1% is there, so 1% will charge. And If any other under standard asset, so 0.40. So for your time, so it must be other assets, you must be charged 0.20 40%. For substandard, for secured portion is there. If it is a secured portion, so 15% you will charge. If unsecured portion, you will charge 25%. Regarding doubtful assets, up secured part up to 1 year is there, so you will charge 25%. If 1 to 3 years is there, you will charge 40%. And more than 3 years, you will charge 100%. If doubtful unsecured, my dear students, then it will charge 100%. And last category, that is loss assets, it must be 100%. So simple question will ask you 7 or 8 marks, calculate the provisions. So if paper setter is decided that to know, BAF students know how to calculate the provision for non-performing assets. BBI students, the compulsory university will ask this type of question, banking insurance students. But BAF students, sometime it will ask. So you know that three types of question from this module. One is rebate on bill discounted. Another one is provision for non-performing assets. And third one is balance sheet or profit and loss account of banking company. So, as you know very well, under Section 29 of the Banking Companies Act 1949, there is a format which is prescribed given under Form A. If you see that banking company balance sheet, its a format will be fixed, my dear students. You never change this format. You must be draw this way your format. So if you see that the total schedule covers under balance sheet is 12. Again, objective question will arise, my dear student here. How many schedules shown under balance sheet? So answer will comes 12. 12 schedule. If you see that your capital and liabilities part, there are 5 modules, schedules, and assets. If you seen that assets, there are remaining schedules 6 to 12. So this way you must be read out this format. You must be thorough this format, and easily you will get 15 marks. Because if the format is done, you just classify the items which is given under trial balance, my dear students. राइट जस्ट आपको क्लासिफिकेशन करना है अगर आप लोगों को ये फॉर्मेट अच्छी तरह आता है एंड जस्ट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर ए 12 नोट्स इफ देयर इज ए कम और नॉट यू मस्ट बी प्रिपेयर ऑल 12 नोट्स so if you go with your profit and loss account statement, so under profit and loss account statement you have only 4 schedule number 13, 14, 15 and 16. 13, 14 schedule shows the income. 15, 16 schedule shows the expenditure. So if you see that banking company final accounts, totally 12 schedule under balance sheet and 4 schedule under profit and loss account. So university will ask you combine question sometime, prepare profit and loss account with balance sheet. Sometime they will ask you separate question regarding profit and loss account or separate for balance sheet. But one question compulsory must be come for your banking final account. Every module's practical question will be there. Right? Just you will decide which question you must be surely attempt. आपको decision लेना है. Banking company accounts, it's a purely based on your format, my dear student. If you go with thoroughly format, just classify your trial balance. No more adjustment is there. Just classify your trial balance, post your trial balance properly into the format and easily tally it, and you will get 15 marks. The many time university will ask under question number 2 banking final accounts. Question number 2 में banking final accounts mostly university पूछती है. It can be asked under 3, 4 also. But most of the place of banking final account is question number 2. So every schedules you have to prepare separately. Banking ke 12 schedules the, so you have to prepare separately. It's a prescribed format. You can prepare 4, 4, 5, 5 lines schedule also. That is the format you have to prepare. Share capital, reserves and surplus, all this, but not necessary to show when you solve the practical question. So it will take time. You just draw the schedules, particular and rupees, and write those which comes under trial balance. Don't go with particular. If specific will ask you, draw the performa of reserves and surplus of banking company final account, then you will draw specifically. When you are solving the practical question, just you have to draw the balance sheet format properly, 12 schedule, profit and loss account, 4 schedule, and then you have to draw the schedule format, particular and rupees form. So these are the schedules. You go with all the thoroughly borrowings, advances, investments, fixed assets, go with current assets, and finally contingent liability. The question will ask you very simple. You just go with format, you can easily complete your balance sheet and within a time. So don't be fear with बहुत बड़ा फॉर्मेट है, इतना बड़ा फॉर्मेट कैसे ध्यान में रखेंगे. Just you remember balance sheet main format, second profit and loss account main format. If you remember that two format, then you can draw easily particular and rupees your schedules. Because main format में schedule के नाम है ही. Then you can easily draw the schedules, right? So don't be fair with. बहुत से लोगों को क्या होता है, they will fair with बहुत बड़ा format है, then how you draw that format? No, you will do only two format. One is your balance sheet main format and second is profit and loss. Schedules के नाम उसमें दिए ही हुए. So this way, profit and loss account schedules, interest earned, other incomes, expenses, operating expenses, these are the 4 schedules. So final account of banking company, within 2 minutes, there are 3 question will be asked. Either they will ask rebate on bill discount, non-performing asset, or compulsory question, balance sheet of banking company or profit and loss account. So module 1 here will be completed, and 2, 3 objective will be asked. 1 short notes will be asked. That short notes will be statutory reserve or crash, CRR. This type of they will ask. Now we'll move to module 2, and that module 2, that is final account of insurance company. Here, your insurance company, excluding the life insurance part, so you have only general insurance. There is no life insurance in your syllabus. So general insurance, and in that general insurance, you have various types of like fire insurance, marine insurance, some miscellaneous special term, claims, commissions, management expenses, reserve. Now this module again important and again easy. Why I am saying that easy? Because module 1 and module 2, which is based on performa format. If you go thorough with format, if you go with format thoroughly, then you can easily solve. Just posting your trial balance properly under the schedules, you can easily solve it. Now, in this module, again, they will ask you the final accounts in prescribed form, that is revenue statement, which is applicable form B, RA, profit and loss account statement, that is again form B, PL, and balance sheet Form B, BS. So you can easily remember, I am again saying that objective will arise here. Which form is applicable for revenue account or profit and loss account or balance sheet? So form B-RA, it's applicable to revenue account. Form B-PL, it's applicable to profit and loss account. And form B-BS, it's applicable to balance sheet. Here, meaning of the insurance, the short notes arise when the theoretical question will ask on this topic. So you can write the meaning of the insurance. You know very well now the every person, every individual, every company, every organization do their insurance must be there, because कब क्या हो जाएगा बिजनेस में या लाइफ में पता नहीं चलता है. So insurance must be there. Here the charts showing the insurance classified under two categories. One is general insurance, another one is life insurance. So you have a general insurance part. Under that general insurance, the university will ask you the question on marine insurance and fire insurance. The question will ask on the basis of marine insurance and fire insurance. मरीन इंश्योरेंस और फायर इंश्योरेंस पे ही ज्यादातर क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं. सो you must be go with the performance, all this part. Some objective again arise here. Insurance Corporation Act 1956. ध्यान में रखो, objective question will arise there. General Insurance Business 1972. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, the Act 1999. So here the performa will be regarding revenue account, and revenue account, it's a form B-RA. So here, if you see that format, there are four schedules for revenue account of insurance company final account. Most of the time, the university will ask you revenue account, my dear student. 70 to 80% they will ask you revenue account. Sometime 25% they will ask you marine type income, profit and loss account. But most of time they will ask you revenue account. So this is again the format is very, which shows the picture clearly. You have three parts. One part shows your income parts, that is total A. Another one part is shows your expense part, that is total B and total C. So if you see that part one, total A, premium earn, that working note is very, very important. Premium earn working note is very, very important. And that premium earn work, sometime they will ask you 7 or 8 marks question, just calculate the premium earned or just calculate the claim incurred. So sometimes 7, 8 marks question will be arise. Only calculate the premium earned, only calculate the claim or commission, right? If you study about these four schedule properly, my dear students, you can easily score 15 out of 15 under insurance company final account. So if you see that here, schedule 1, premium earn. So premium from direct business is given into your question. In that part, you will add premium on reinsurance accepted. Sometime it will give receivable also. So wording will be changed by the paper setter. Sometime accepted will given, sometime receivable is given, right? So you must be understand. If premium agar income hai and it's a receivable, so you must be add. C part, less premium on reinsurance ceded. That means payable, right? So it should be deduct. So after adding and less, you will get one income, that is premium earn. In that premium earn, you must be adjust for changes in reserve for unexpired risks. And finally, you will get premium earned, which is shown your revenue account schedule number 1. Now, working note part, sometime they will give the balance, outstanding balances of premium also. Then the premium direct business, reinsurance accepted, reinsurance ceded. That time, if premium received or paid, you have to add outstanding at the end of the year, that is closing outstanding, less outstanding at the beginning of the year, that is your opening outstanding. So this way you have to calculate your direct business, reinsurance accepted or reinsurance ceded. Now we'll move to reserve for unexpired risks. Now, reserve for unexpired risks. This is very, very important regarding your short notes. Question number 5 for 5 marks. Short notes will come. Write a short notes on reserve for unexpired risks. So here, reserve for unexpired risks is a created every year under the certain profit in case of general insurance business. Such a reserve present the income received by the insurance company in advance in the form of insurance premium. The insurance company charge premium in advance and the risks may happen on the day in a future. Therefore, it is necessary to carry forward a part of premium income received by the insurance company during a particular year to the next year for meeting any loss that may arise in respect of policies issued during the preceding year. Here, the short notes will arise, my dear 5 marks. The important part is provision for unexpired risks should be 100% on the net premium in case of marine insurance business. If you go for marine insurance business, so unexpired risks should be 100% on net premium and 50% in case of other business. Means fire. If there is a marine insurance, 100% unexpired risks. If any fire business, fire insurance or any other, it will comes 50%. So my dear student, noted down, objective will arise here. In case of marine insurance, how much percentage of unexpired risks? 100%. In case of fire insurance, how much percentage of unexpired risks is 50%. So here, how to calculate the adjustment for changes in reserve for unexpired risks. This performance shows you there is a opening provision, normal provision will be there, some additional provision will be there. So from that provision, you must be less closing provision, that is normal provision, charge on net premium, if fire insurance 50% of net premium, and if marine insurance 100%. Additional provision, if it is a specific percentage is given into question, charge on net premium. So after calculating all this, you will get one amount, that is changes in unexpired reserve risks. My dear students, the note is say that if amount of changes in unexpired reserve comes to positive, so it will add to your schedule 1 under net premium amount. If it is negative, then it will deduct from your net premium. So I will show you, this is schedule here. If it is positive, you will add back. If it comes negative, then deduct. Then claims incurred schedule 2 of the insurance company. Same way, see, Premium, it's your income, my dear student. Premium, it's your income. Claim comes under your expense part. So claim comes under expense part. So claim from direct business, add claim on reinsurance accepted. Right? So here payable, if claim is payable, then you will add. Less claim on reinsurance ceded, that is receivable. So you will deduct. So in case of premium, premium is receivable, add. Premium is payable, less. Claim के लिए opposite. Same way, closing outstanding at the end of the year, you will add. Beginning outstanding, you will deduct, and you will get final amount of your claim incurred. Then Schedule 3 commission, same as your claim, commission from direct business, commission from direct business, add commission on reinsurance accepted payable, less commission on reinsurance ceded receivable, and finally you will get net commission. Operating expenses, employee remuneration and welfare benefit, traveling conveyance and vehicle running expenses, training expenses, rent rates and taxes, repairs. This is the format for profit and loss account of insurance company final account. Again, two parts. Part one, it shows your income. It's operating profit. That profit comes from your revenue account. यहाँ पे जो profit आएगा, that profit comes from your revenue account. Marine fire insurance, marine insurance, any other insurance, that is miscellaneous insurance. If any income from investment, that is interest, dividend, and rent. Profit on sale of investment, if there is a loss, so you will be deduct. And if any other income, you must be specified. Same way, provisions other than taxation, you will show under any other expenses. So from A minus B, you will get profit before tax. So from that profit before tax, you will deduct your provision for taxation and you will get profit after tax, then less your appropriation. So finally you will get balance of profit, and that balance carry forward to your balance sheet. So this is the balance sheet part. Now in this module, university when asks only revenue account and sometimes profit and loss account, they are more focusing on revenue account, not they are focusing on balance sheet. But you will go with performa. If any paper setter decided this time they will ask you the balance sheet, so just go with performa. But as per my observation, they will ask you revenue account. Revenue account. So do very well revenue account, premium, claim, commission, operating expenses. These four schedule you must be, and short notes for unexpired reserve risks. That is very, very important. So module 2. So you have to focus on module 2, revenue account, profit and loss account. And sometime they will ask you 7 or 8 marks type of question. Just calculate the premium earned, just calculate the claim, just calculate the commission. That type of small question they will ask you. But as per my observation, they will ask you directly 15 marks question. Now we'll move to module 3, that is non-banking financial company. So from this module, they will ask you mostly theoretical question. Theory type question, they will ask you short notes and all these parts, right? So other than your banking company, remaining any other financial company that comes into your non-banking financial company. So it's again connected with your Companies Act 2013 here. So banking company, non-banking financial company does not include any principal business, is that agriculture activity or industrial activity. So you go with definition distinguished part because theoretical question will be asked from this module. Short notes, theory question, 7 or 8 marks. Distinguish between banking company and non-banking finance company. So these are the types. Sometime theory question will ask you explain the different types of non-banking financial companies. So you will go with this non-banking financial company, asset finance, investment, loan company, infrastructure finance company, core investment company, infrastructure debt, microfinance factors, mortgage, non-operative company, and resident. This type of theoretical question they will mostly ask. If they ask the practical question from this module, they never ask, but sometime if paper setter is decided. So 7 or 8 marks question they will ask. 7 or 8 marks, small question. Calculate the own fund or net own fund. So for that purpose, share capital, add your free resource. If there is any losses or deferred expenses or intangible assets, you will deduct that. Then you will get own fund, and from that excess advance on investment, so you will get net own fund. So here it's called as a tier 1, that is capital employ. Sometime they will call as calculate the capital employ. And for that purpose, capital employ, non-convertible preference share capital, add revaluation reserve, add your capital reserve. So you will get tier 2, that is capital employ. And finally, they will ask you to calculate capital to risk weighted asset ratio. 7 or 8 marks question. So for that purpose, you will calculate, the formula is arise here, percentage of CRAR, that is capital to risk weighted asset ratio. Every non-banking financial company to which the financial norms are applicable shall have to CRAR of minimum 15%. And for that formula is percentage of CRAR is equal to capital employed divided by risk weighted assets multiplied by 100. Now here capital employed, your tier 1 answer plus tier 2, that is own fund or net worth, your answer plus tier 2. You will club that and finally you will find out the percentage, and it must be minimum 15%. So again, provision will ask you sometime. So for non-banking assets, standard asset 25%, 0.25%, substandard assets 10%, doubtful assets, unsecured part 100%, on secured part up to 1 year 20%, 1 to 3 years 30%, more than 3 years 50%, and loss assets. Same here, the installment, if any dues, but installment due but not received, add installment due in future, then less interest income not yet recognized in future. And if there is a depreciate value of assets, you will deduct. So cost minus 20% of depreciation on straight line method. Sometime additional provision will ask, but from this module, the theoretical question they will ask mostly. And if they ask the practical question, then CRAR, percentage of CRAR. So focus on that. So additional provision is up to 12 months, nil. Over 12 months and up to 24 months, 10% of your net book value. 24 months over to 36 months, 40%. Over 36 to 48, 70%. and over 48 months, that is 100%. So notice say that after expiry of 12 months from the last date of installment due, full outstanding amount shall be to be provided. And net book value, how you calculate? Total investment due and not due minus future installment. Future installment minus provision made. So module 3, that is non-banking financial companies. Mostly theoretical question will be asked under question number 5, 7 or 8 marks, or sometimes short notes. Right. Now we'll go with module number 4, that is valuation of goodwill and share. Very, very important and easy module. Again, 15 marks practical question will be there. Plus short notes will be there. Plus objectives will be there. So here, valuation of goodwill is there and valuation of share will be. Sometime they will ask you single question valuation for goodwill and single question for valuation of share. Sometime they will ask you combine also. Right? So valuation of goodwill, maintainable profit method, super profit method, capitalized method, annuity method. Valuation of shares, intrinsic value method, yield value method, and fair value method. So here, valuation of goodwill goes with these 4 methods: maintainable profit method, that is future maintainable profit method, super profit method, capitalization method, annuity method. The university will ask you the question, super profit method or capitalization method. And in valuation of share, they will ask you fair value method. So fair value covers both the method, intrinsic value and yield value. That's why directly they said that calculate the fair value. If the question if the question is arise, if the question is arised for calculate intrinsic value method, then the question will comes 7 or 8 marks. If they ask you calculate fair value, then it will come 15 marks. Right? So both the question arise in your paper. दोनों आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में आ सकते हैं. गुडविल, शेयर्स, combine goodwill and shares. So if you go with goodwill, these are 3 methods. They will ask you the practical question on that basis, that is average or FMP method, super profit method, or capitalization method. The steps for easily calculate your future profit or our future maintainable profit. So formula is average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. And goodwill for average profit or future maintainable profit multiplied by number of years purchase. If you go with super profit method, so you have 4 steps: calculate average profit, then you have to calculate normal profit, then you have to calculate super profit, and finally goodwill. So average profit, total profit divided by number of years. Normal profit, capital employed into NRR divided by 100%. Super profit, average profit or FMP minus normal profit. And goodwill, super profit into number of years purchase. If the capitalized method will be there, only 2 steps as per maintainable profit. Valuation of business is equal to future maintainable profit into 100 divided by NRR. Goodwill equal to value of goodwill minus value of business net tangible. Capitalization method on the basis of super profit. So super profit multiplied by 100 divided by NRR. Here, the valuation of share as per intrinsic value. So you have to consider agreed value of assets minus agreed value of liabilities. You will get net asset. From that net asset, you have to deduct your preferential capital. If there is a call scenarios, you will add back. You will get one amount, that is amount available for equity shareholder. So step 2, intrinsic value is equal to amount available for equity shareholder to divided by number of shares. If there is a yield value, calculation of yield value, go with 3 steps. That is number 1, calculate your profit available for equity shareholder. That is average profit after tax, less transfer to reserve, less preference dividend. You will get profit available for equity shareholder. Second is calculate rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is equal to profit available for equity shareholder divided by equity share capital into 100. Third, calculate yield value of shares. Yield value of shares, that is rate of dividend divided by NRR multiplied by paid up value of shares. And final, that is fair value. It's a fair value, just the average of both the values, intrinsic value plus yield value divided by 2. So if you calculate correctly intrinsic and yield, then fair value 100% it will comes correct. So for this module, you have definitely they will ask you practical question. Now we'll move to last module, that is the limited liability of partnership. Again, 15 marks practical question will arise from here. This topic is also depends on your format. So just like your partnership firm converted into liability, which is done at your SY level. Now you have to do here same theoretical question will arise, distinguish between partnership firm and limited liability of partnership. Objective will arise when the limited liability partnership act will come, that is 2008. So you read this distinguish, so you can easily write your or cover your theoretical question, short note types and theory question. This is the format of balance sheet under the limited liability of partnership. Here contribution and liability, partnership fund, contribution of received, reserves and surplus. Liabilities under that liability, secured loan, unsecured loan, short-term borrowing, creditors or trade payable, other liabilities, provisions for taxation, for contingency, for insurance. So liability side, asset side, if you see that, that is a gross fixed assets, including intangible assets, less depreciation. Then net fixed asset in investment, loans and advances, inventories, debtors, cash and cash equivalents, other assets. So this format is also depends on your just like your final accounts. So you can post your trial balance and get the marks. Same way as per vertical profit and loss account, incomes, gross turnover, domestic sales, export sales, then your expenses parts. From income, you have to deduct your expenses. You will get net profit before tax, less provision for tax. You will get net profit after tax. So both the format, if you go thoroughly, you can easily score 15 out of 15 under the module limited liability of partnership. Now, most important part of this session, my dear students, if you have 5 modules, every modules will arise. If some students fear with how to write the exams and all, my dear students, don't take tension, be happy, because अगर आपने कल भी बुक्स ओपन नहीं किया है तो भी आप एग्जाम को क्रैक कर सकते हो, तब भी आप एग्जाम को क्रैक कर सकते हो. जस्ट go with all the formats and apply your accounting knowledge you had learned previous 4 year. पिछले 4 सालों में जो कुछ भी अकाउंटिंग नॉलेज पढ़ा है, you have to apply that. So time management for exam, it's very, very important, especially for practical subjects, that is financial accounting or cost accounting or taxation or any accountancy subjects. You must be apply that. So when you appear your examination hall, after getting your question paper, you give some 5 minutes on your paper, read out all the question paper. Read out means one word नहीं read करना है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में क्या आया है, 2 में क्या आया है, 3 में क्या आया है, 4 में क्या आया है, 5 में क्या है. Just view. Then you will decide which question you will be attempt. कौन सा क्वेश्चन आप अटेम्प्ट करने वाले हो. You can start with objective. You can start with practical questions. You can start with short notes. It's your choice. But you strictly on time. जितना time उसको mention किया है उतना ही आप दो. So objectives, for that objective purpose you will provide 15 minutes. जितना आपको अच्छी तरह आता है उतना लिखना है. जो नहीं आता है वो blank रखो. लास्ट के 5 मिनट में आपको याद आ जाता है तब लिख देना. Then practical questions. Second questions, most of the my observation banking final account will be there. So banking final account का format बहुत बड़ा है, that you can utilize the 40 minutes for that. 40 से ज्यादा जा रहा है छोड़ दो, posting के marks आपको मिलेंगे. Don't waste all 2.5 hours on one question. एक ही question पे waste मत करो. Then practical question 3, either insurance company or goodwill or share or LLP, 30 minutes. Question 4, same, 30 minutes. And theory or short notes, I suggest you go with short notes. So as an average, you will get 3 marks. So easily you will get 15 marks out of 20. If you are writing very good, so 4 marks is there also giving from the examiner. So averagely, if you write, so it will give 2 or 3 marks easily. So and last 5 minutes it's a cross verification. हमारा कुछ रह गया है क्या, कुछ छूट गया है क्या, कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव लिखना है क्या, कोई टैली करना है क्या. So that part will cover about your session. And my last request to all students, before going to exam, you must be solve each module one question on your notebook. Don't see out. देख के मत जाओ. You must be solve it. Solve करो, नोटबुक में लिखो. भले आपका टैली नहीं हो रहा, इट्स ओके, नो इश्यू, बट यू मस्ट. इससे एक फायदा होगा, आपको आपका फॉर्मेट स्ट्रक्चर याद रहेगा. इफ यू जस्ट लुक आउट, देन एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में आप ब्लैंक हो जाओगे माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स. सो ब्लैंक मत होना, राइट. सो ट्राई टू सॉल्व ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चन and follow the time management. Definitely you will crack your exam, right? So thank you everyone for listening my sessions. I thanks to management and principal and vice principal and coordinator Dr. Varsha ma'am, to coordinate me last 15 or 20 days daily, communicate with me. So thanks to everyone and all the best for your exam students. Over to ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for explaining the wonderful time management also, and which of the questions may come in different questions, all the 5 questions. Like you have said, banking, obviously there are 16 schedules and it's a lengthy sum. So posting also, the students are getting a good marks. So without wasting time on one question, the students should attempt all the 5 questions. And in question 5, obviously we suggest, and you also have, being a subject as expert, you suggest to attempt short notes. So thank you so much. Even you have covered which kind of the short notes may come along with the answer you have kept in your notes. So thank you so much for putting a lot of efforts and giving us your valuable time for this session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.